The world's best bullet detection is in the world's worst airport. NAIA Philippines. You're goddamn right. NAIA oversight transferred from DOTC to Department of Agriculture. You're goddamn right. Because they are in the planting industry. Mahilig po magplant ng bala. Matindi. Warning. This presentation will be offensive to the obedient slave mindset that has been embedded in you since you're born. The side effect of watching this presentation will be a love of freedom, of humanity, and the pursuit of personal happiness. Laglag Bala. Breaking news. Something irrelevant to your life just happened, and now I'm going to blow it out of proportion for days to keep you distracted from what's really going on. Tan 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 tan. Laglag Bala. Para bang laglag panty. It's another useless issue brought to you by weapons of mass distraction. Dun, 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 dun. Imagine a gang of people. Let's call them the Pinoy Cabal. In 2010, they assumed positions of authority via an unlawful process. In total violation of the Automated Elections Omnibus Code, there were no certificates of canvass as required by the law. For short, the results of the 2010 elections are bogus and devoid of lawfulness. The Pinoy Cabal assumed power by way of recognition from foreign governments. The Filipino people were never consulted on this matter. I mean, aren't we the ones supposed to be voting on who the leaders should be? And that's not even including the fact that are you even supposed to vote? But that's another story. I am getting ahead of myself. Consent was never given to the Pinoy Cabal. Because, number one, it's unlawful. Nobody really knows who won. You might as well, throw up a pair of dice. And yet, despite the violation and the tyranny, the issue was conveniently covered up by mainstream media. The mainstream media will tell you what to wear, what to eat, what to think, what to love, what to fear, what to be angry at, like Laglag Bala. It will not tell you not to be angry about the absence of the certificates of canvass in the 2010 elections. So, why did Filipinos accept the results of a fraudulent 2010 election and are about to repeat the same mistake with the same agency? I mean, come on, people. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, I'm sorry. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm just wondering, why don't Filipinos stand up for themselves instead of participating in this grand illusion? Why? Why are they hypnotized or parang zombie, Hindi nag-iisip. The biggest question to me is really, why obey your oppressors? Etong Laglag Bala na ito, where does this really come from? This stems from the fact that, you have these entities that are regulating the flow of your bag, given the fact that they are the ones that should be, that allegedly were given the task of regulating the flow of movement and goods, notwithstanding the fact that should your uh, should your movement really be regulated at all, and on what basis? Because somebody went into a box and then somebody wrote something on a piece of paper, then suddenly what was wrong before is now correct. Like if it was wrong to steal, the moment that guy comes out of the box and there's a whole lot of people waving these pieces of paper, suddenly the act of stealing from your income is no longer a crime. It's now called taxation. And what really changed? Nothing changed. You were still deprived of that money, and yet why do people still obey their oppressor? Okay, laglag bala is just a symptom, folks. You have to go deeper. Mental slavery is the worst form of slavery. It gives you the illusion of freedom. It makes you trust, love, and defend your oppressor, while making an enemy of those who are trying to free you and open your eyes. For example, you are made to, make an enemy of those who are smuggling rice or smuggling cars, as if smuggling is a crime. Really. What do smugglers do? Smugglers bring goods at really good rates, which customers and consumers can really enjoy. What's the crime really? Getting a low price for the goods? The so-called quote-unquote crime is that you didn't pay tariff and whatnot. Really, what gives them the right? Just because they said so? Because again, somebody went into the ballot and waved these pieces of paper. Suddenly, before it was considered as a crime of obstructing you, now becomes a thing called regulation. And the people who are smugglers are the enemy, and the people who are stealing from you are the people, like Naya, are the ones you're supposed to defend. And the people, the senators, quote unquote, who put you in this mess in the first place, are the ones who are now going to free you. Folks, open your eyes. You've been had. Napeke ho tayo. Hindi nyo ba napansin? Okay? Lahat ng mga pinapanood nyo sa TV, radyo, sine sa loob ng Pilipinas, all of them have this common theme. Obey. Stay. Kumain ka, magtrabaho ka, manood ka ng TV, sumayaw ka, bumili ka nito, magandang style ito, ito ang bagong sayaw, ito yung bagong style ng pagkanta, ganito ang bagong suot, ganito ang dapat sundin mo. Pag sinabi namin na okay ito, kaya dapat bilihin mo. Pag sinabi namin na pag nilagay namin ng isang politiko dito sa palabas namin, dapat noon, iboboto mo. Obey, obey, by conformity. Ganyan na lang ba ang buhay mo? Ika nga, you need to think about this laglag bala thing. What really is behind it? If you're not careful, the newspapers, the online, mainstream, blah, 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 the TV will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. Still going on, people. Okay, ito yung latest issue, di ba? Laglag bala. What are they telling about laglag bala? Now, okay, pag naroon ng laglag bala, people are inconvenienced, so that is like, you have this fear of being put aside, you have this fear na malaglagan ka ng bala, you have this fear na ma-delay yung flight mo, all of it is fear, 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 fear. Ngayon, yun ang binoblow up ng TV sa'yo. Hindi mo napansin, it's all fear, like, Fear Ebola, fear today, fear each other, fear for your kids, fear ISIS, fear tomorrow, fear Russia, fear climate, fear, 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 fear. Fear everything, and then they will say, vote for us so we can save you. Hello? Wake up. So, what exactly is laglag bala? Ano? Sasabihin mo, ang tagal-tagal, ang bagal naman mag-explica. I'm telling you. Let's make it worth it. Alright, what exactly is laglag bala? The fact that the prostitute media, ABS-CBN, Rappler, GMA7, Inquirer, Standard, Inquirer, kung ano ng mga outlet ng government propaganda is playing this up, is a red flag. Ibig sabihin, mag-iingat ka. Something is up. What are they up to? Kumbaga, para magician din eh. Pag meron silang binoblow up, kumbaga dito sa kanang kamay, ibig sabihin na meron tinatago ang kaliwang kamay. Merong magic na mangyayari. Simple lang po. Let's give them a NAIA story. They will forget because na noong 2010, walang nakalabas sa certificate of canvas, and therefore, itong mga tao na ito na unlawful, na nag-assume ng power mula senador, lahat yan, all the way, pati yung mga barangay captain nyo, silang lahat, illegal yun. Okay? All of them are part of all this DAP and PDAP scam. Lahat sila. Anybody who disbursed that money, because they are all there unlawfully and exercising authority without lawful constituted processes. On top of that, they are pretending to be the government, although hindi naman legal yung election. Ginamit nila yung pera mo sa DAP and PDAP, nagtangkapang hatiin ng bayan, namatay pa yung mga tao, namatay yung mga sundalo, namatay yung mga sibilyan, mga babae at mga bata, at kung ano na, tinanggal pa si Corona, pinagnakawan pa yung Yolanda. Malilimutan mo na yun kasi ngayon nakarinig ka ng laglag bala di ba? You must be so outraged. Wow, laglag bala, man. Oh, crap, blah, blah. Forget all this other shit. You know why? Right from the get-go, kung yung mga taong nilagay mo doon ay bulok, because hindi sila dapat doon, anong may expect mo na outcome nila? So here you are, sangkatutak ng kabulukan, and yet, you forget. Diba? That's entertainment. Remember, they own the media. Eto na si Philippine Star. Palace vows to stop laglag bala scam. CNN, nako, isa pa yan. Outlet nila yan. Duterte Syndicate is behind Tanim Bala extortion. Lahat yan sila syndicate. Yung nga lang, itong mga taong nasa laglag bala, maliliit ang syndicate yan. Ang pinamalaking syndicate is called government. Quote and quote. So, Santiago Cayetano called for probe of reported Tanim Bala. I mean, like, come on guys. Ang mga nagtatawag ng probe na ito, it's so amazing, These guys are there illegally. They're lawfully constituted. By what right do they have there to ask for a probe? Dapat silang pinoprobe. Wake up, hello. Ito naman, Pinoy acts on the NAIA Tanim Bala scandal. I like, really, Pinoy? The fuck is wrong with you people? Philippine legislators angered by Manila bullet scam. Right. Forget the fact na yung scam nila that they assumed power and they disbursed public funds and they restrict your freedom without the certificate of canvas. Illegal at criminal ang mga yan. Okay. They passed the laws that screwed up in the first place. Sino bang nagbuo ng mga NAIA authority na yan, ha? Gobyerno ang gumawa niyan. Sino ang lagay ng mga procedures yan? Gobyerno lahat yan. One screw up after another. Kapag mayroong gobyerno, always mayroong kapalpakan, mayroong kung lahat ng kabulukan. then they will pass another law to fix their screw up, which of course will be another screw up. So it is a continuous process where you have this one idea that maybe will start with just a couple of offices, and then suddenly it will just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because you have one agency that starts a screw up, then you have another agency to fix a screw up, and another agency to fix a screw up, and the process, and each of them will have their own clearance and whatnot and all that shit. And most of all, when you screw it up, you pay. But when they screw it up, you still pay for it, not them. Hello? Wake up, people. Do you really want to keep on putting up with this shit? For short, Laglag Bala is a drama that they needed so that they can again present themselves as a solution, as your savior to the problem that they themselves freaking caused. And it's all paid by you. They screwed up, they should be paying. Not to mention the fact that they shouldn't be there in the first place. And that's even an entirely different conversation. Kaya mag-isip. Now here, while you're fixated on Laglag Bala, a deal is being cooked somewhere. There you have the PDAF and the DAP Supreme Court ruling is still unenforced. The country is about to be dragged into a war with China. Saudi Arabia will become bankrupt in 5 years. Hello, OFW. Saan katutak na pamilya at sa mga bata? The global economy is imploding. Filipinos are duped into fighting a fake war against ISIL and ISIS. And maybe for all we know, that BBL thing was also another fake war. On top of this, meron ka pang, somebody, this Maro has thing. He is able to offer 100 million pesos to, somebody to do an endorsement of his campaign. Incredible, these guys. Where did all that money come from? They're freaking rich, really. So, why? Maybe it's time for them to also be reviewed. Where did all that money come from? Really, because they did the same thing. Corona, it just serves it right. That maybe the same treatment should also be extended to them in the name of fair play and damatuwid, right? Habang nagkakandalo ka sa Laglag Bala, they are conspiring to get more of your income, aka tax increase. Fees, charges, permit fees, NBI clearance, NSO clearance, kung ano-anong clearance na pwedeng pababayad sa'yo. Really, and what does that really add value to you? Nakapila ka mo na isang araw, dumastos ka na, magmimerienda ka pa, pagdating mo pa doon, ang tagal-tagal pa. And what value did it add to your resume? Did that make you more valuable? Did you learn a new skill? Did you... In fact, nagbayad ka pa. And for what? Really? Think about what? Why do you still continue to pay? Why do you still obey? On top of it, they prevent the entry of good paying jobs. Yeah? Imbis na yung mga ibang business that can give you a better paying job, pinipigilan nila unless purely Filipino. Ilan lang ba ang Pilipino who are able to afford really good jobs? Not everybody can do that. And that's why you need to work with people who are not Filipinos to contribute so that tayong lahat, hindi na kailangang lumabas pa. On top of that, they prevent the entry of better goods and services. Tulad yan, telepono, electricity, internet, water, lahat puro mahal. Hindi lang mahal, palpak pa. Nagbabayad ka ng phone bill mo, panay naman network congestion. What the fuck? Nagbabayad ka ng internet, ang bagal-bagal pa, pero napakabilis magkolekta. Nagbabayad ka ng tubig, pero puro naman, water is out. Water outage, I mean. Kung magkano ka man ng retail, wala namang, no return, no exchange. Anong nagagawa ng mga ibang companies? These other companies are able to provide better services. They can provide better phone services. They can provide better electricity. They can provide better internet, lower, cheaper, superior, consistent, all across the world. Sasabihin lang ngayon, but we need to protect Filipinos. Bakit? How about the consumers? How about the customers? Aren't we Filipinos too? Bakit kayo ng mga negosyante, sila ng mga negosyante, yan, sila lang ba ang Filipino? That is so freaking wrong. If you're a Filipino, that's fine. You want to buy and patronize these companies, go ahead. I'm not stopping you, but do not stop me from getting goods and services that I think are worth my money. You know, my nationality doesn't have anything to do with my freaking wallet. But you will not think about that because you're too busy on Laglagbala. Also, they will prevent you from owning guns while you pay for their guns, and then they scare you about crime. Eh kung meron kang baril, kung kahit sinong criminal dyan na papasok sa bahay mo, you can shoot them on sight. But no. What they will do is they will prevent you from owning guns. Sila lang na merong guns, and then pag meron silang na baril, magrarally-rally doon. We're like, this is so annoying. But you don't think about that because you're so consumed with Laglagbala. Kaya folks, remember, they say, dangerous daw yung drugs, dangerous daw yung guns. No. The most dangerous weapon is a government-controlled media. These guys screw us up, and we let them because we voted our freedoms away. It's time to take it back. Heto, isipin mo lang. Our money is fake. You know what I'm saying? They can print anytime. They can print it out of thin air. What is the difference between a piece of paper that has a number 1 on it and the difference between a piece of paper that's got 100 on it? Nothing. It's just a symbol. It's fake. Yeah? It only has value because the government says so. At the end of the day, what can you really do with a piece of paper? You can only use it to wipe your ass. You cannot eat it. You cannot live in it. You cannot take it for vitamins. You cannot use it for baseball. Yeah. Our party system is all fake. Fake. Lutong-lutong Macau lahat yan. There's no multi-party system. There's no party list. There is no nationalista. All of it, there's only one party, the incumbent party. Our healthcare system is also fake. Yeah. They prevent the entry of other healthcare modalities and other healthcare providers, and then they will tell you that it's expensive. It's like, hello people, plain and simple economics. If you restrict the supply in the face of huge demand, then you will have high prices. Didn't your economics teacher teach you that? Well, now you know. Anyways, our food is fake. Most of the stuff we've been told is fake. You got a fake president, you've got a fake Congress, you've got these freaking fake laws, fake money, fake medicine. Once you realize this, what you have thought of as a reality begins to look like a really cheap set in some ridiculous ABS-CBN novela. So, you think that what I was saying is unthinkable, then you are in far worse condition than you think. But is there a way out? Only if you're willing to do what is necessary. What exactly? Revolution? Well, in a way, yes, but revolution is not what you think it is. Revolution doesn't mean killing people. Revolution means changing your mind, changing your consciousness, changing your actions. For example, do not consent to your enslavement. You already have the power. You can choose. You can choose what to eat in the morning. You can choose what to eat at night. Do you need a mayor to do that? If you're able to decide for yourself on your most basic important functions, how much more on these other functions? Okay? Do not vote because you already have the power. You don't need them to speak for you. You can speak for yourself. You have a mouth, you have a brain. Think, speak. You don't need them. You go to the store every day. You speak. Be more mindful. If they say that, Laglagbala, before jumping on the bandwagon, better think. Stop. Oops. What's up? What's going on? Here's something better. Stop watching TV and movies. Stop listening to radio. You know why? Because ang ginagawa nila is kinokondisyon nila yung utak mo, brainwash tayo. They come up with all these scenarios and then papasok sila sa eksena. So essentially, TV, movies, and radio, all that they have become really is a platform or a staging ground for them to come in and get more money from you and prevent your liberties and your freedoms. And like, stop watching their TV and movies, stop listening to the radio, and stop going to the polls. You don't need it. Spend more time outdoors with nature. Work on developing yourself. You know, learn a new skill, learn accounting, whatnot, whatever. Something that is your passion. Why campaign for a freaking politician? What is it going to do to you? Campaign for yourself. Develop yourself. And then meditate. I think meditation is a very good exercise. It helps you go within yourself. It allows you to help recreate your external world based on your peaceful, loving, abundant internal world. You see, itong external world na ito, itong mga TV, radio, movies na yan, they are just external noise. Turn them off. Go within. Meditate. Create your own world. Ano pa ba ang pwede natin magawa? Be more loving and forgiving. If yung ibang tao have a different preference, fine. If they don't harm you, if they don't attack you, they don't hurt you, so what? Diba? Let them be. Be more generous to people, not government. That means, yung mga taong nangangailangan talaga ng tulong, somebody you know, a family friend, a neighbor who really needs help, absolutely yes. Go out there, help, magbantay sa bahay nila, pakainin yung aso nila, lutuan mo siya, pumunta ka dun sa hospital niya pag nagkasakit siya. Or be there for their dad or their family, you know. During many times, celebrate. There are many ways to help people, and that doesn't need government at all. It doesn't even have to be money. You can be generous with your time, with your talents. There's a whole lot of things that you can do. Then you can grow and cook your own food. Imbes na bumili ka sa mga pagkain na binibenta ng mga cronies nila, ng mga artificial at kung ano-anong pinaglalagay. Why don't you go, go back outdoors. Cook your own food. At least you know what you're putting into your mouth or what you're putting into your stomach, into your body. Eto, isa pa. Generate your own electricity. Kung makaya mo mag-generate ng sarili mong electricity, at very start doing so. Para kahit magtaas sila ng presyo dyan, bahala sila sa buhay nila. And they will not be affected. Second, collect your own water para kung sakasakaling, magloko na naman yung water system nila, okay ka. What I'm saying is, every centavo that you save for yourself is good for you and for the rest of humanity. Kasi by putting those resources in your control, you are able to create the world that you really want, not the world that they want. What you want, your world, your peaceful world, your abundant world, your prosperous world. Do not let them get in your way. Move forward. So, we have come a long way, because that Labi-Lagbala is just a distraction. And yes, there is something that we can do to save the Philippines from these monsters. And it doesn't mean that you have to go out, mag-rally, magpakalbo, and whatnot. The answer lies within you. So, how exactly again do we move forward? Heto, I'll break it down easily for you. Una, sila yung nasa TV, nasa media, gobyerno. Sila yung nasa labas. sila yung nasa labas sa sarili mo. Sila yung nagsasabi sa yan, relihiyon, simbahan, at kung ano pa. Sila ang nagsasabi sa iyo na dapat hindi ka dapat magiging makasarili. Na dapat isakripisyo mo ang sarili mo para sa nakakarami. Yun ang sabi ng nasa labas. Yung nasa labas, sila yung nagsasabi na dapat itong gawin mo, ito ang dapat na puntahan mo, dito ka dapat nag-aral, ito ang dapat maasawa mo, ito yung dapat i-date mo, dito ka dapat kumain, and all that stuff. Pero, yun nga ba talaga ang gusto mo? Marahil, marami sa inyo, at alam kong napakarami sa inyo, are tired of being told to do something na ayaw mo. At iniisip mo na, damn, these motherfuckers. Now, what if I am telling you now na yes, you don't have to be angry, you don't have to vote, you don't have to listen to them. All you have to do is close your eyes, listen, imagine kung anong gusto mo para sa sarili mo at gawin mo. Kapag ang ginagawa mo ay nakakabuti sa iba, automatic yun. May reward ka sapagkat nakakatulong ka. Yung mga yumayaman na kailangan pa ng gobyerno na pigilan ang pagpasok ng iba para yumaman, mga peking mayaman yon. Sapagkat kung walang tulong ng iba, kung walang tulong ng pangdahas ng gobyerno, hindi sila yayaman. Ikaw ang totoong mayaman. Yumaman sila dahil sa iyo. Panahon mo na. So, close your eyes. Look inside. Gumising ka. I cannot underemphasize or overemphasize whatever. Kumbaga, I have to keep on saying awaken. Kasi kung patulog-tulog ka, yung mga yan, nako, ang bibilis niya, automatic sasabihin sa'yo, nako, yung mga lumad doon, na nagkaroon ng killings doon. Kasi, na pumasok yung gobyerno, kaya kailangan natin mag-rally. Kung tutuusin, eto silang mga nasa gobyerno, pinigilan nila yung mga lumad na magkaroon ng baril. At ngayon, na defenseless yung mga lumad, sasabihin nilang may nabaril. Ay, common sense, di ba? Kung defenseless ka, talaga tatamaan ka. People awaken. Being an awakened, thinking, questioning human being and taking control of your thoughts is the most liberating thing you can do for your life. Gising. Right now, meron na tayong information. Merong internet, merong Facebook, merong Twitter, na kung saan ay maaari pa natin mapag-usapan ng mga bagay nito. So, kailangan magising tayo habang nandun pa yung panahon na tayo malaya. So, gising, tigilan na yung laglag, whatever na yan, ilaglag mo sila. Sa madaling salita, marahil nagtaka kayo bakit finally it's like, what drove this guy to speak out? Simple lang po. It's not the lie that bothers me. It's the insult to my intelligence that they can pass away with that freaking lie. You heard me? Just because hindi kami nagsasalita doesn't mean we're not watching, we don't know what's going on. But ultimately, gigising din po ang mga tao. And they will understand yung lahat ng kalokohan, pandadahas, pandarambong na ginawa nyo sa kanila. Hari rin po na ang gagawin nila sa inyo ay hindi yung ginawa nyo sa kanila. Namaste.